I am praying that this message finds exactly who needs to hear it. And I feel like this divine timing has happened where you went through this dark night of the soul where you're feeling like you're by yourself. You didn't have a whole lot of people who would understand what you were going through. And I feel like a part of yourself, like you really did understand like why you were having these emotions come up to the surface, why you were reminiscing about like your childhood past trauma experiences, even though maybe you felt like you did, overcome it and that you were just over it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Spirit's saying, like, the reason why this has come to the surface is because you're in the process of purging this old narrative, okay? So this message coming through, like, you had a lot of these, like, pent-up emotions that you thought that you dealt with, but you really didn't. Like, they were kind of just shoved down out of survival, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why, like, they've been coming up to the surface as you've gotten older, and, like, maybe you're noticing like you're taking after, let's say, one of your parents, or like you're realizing like you have some things that are being decoded within you that need to be addressed because there's a new version of yourself that you're about to step into. I'm getting this pain, the sharp pain right here. So this is showing me that this is some like a download that's been trying to come in, but it's like there's been this resistance is what I'm hearing here, okay? So the resistance was because there's a fear of feeling those emotions, right? And so now, like, Spirit wants me to let you know, don't feel any shame for the emotions that have been coming up to the surface, whether it's resentment and it's anger or it's depression, anxiety, right? It's coming up because it wants to be seen. It wants to be heard and validated, right? Because I'm hearing you didn't get the validation. You didn't get to express your opinion. You felt like you were scared to express yourself due to fear, due to like ridicule, whatever it was. And so now honor these emotions that have come up, right? The rage, the anger, the what have you. Spirit wants you to know that you are valid. Your emotions are valid and you deserve to have a voice. You deserve to be heard. So hear yourself, okay? Because although other people might not want to hear your side of the story or whatever, like it's very important for you to give yourself a platform to be heard for yourself, right? Because the inner child was like, told to be quiet or was told to, like your voice doesn't matter or you're making a big deal out of this, right? No, you weren't making a big deal out of this. You need to let yourself be heard. That way it can get released, and this way it's finally purged. And it's like that metaphor, if you ever saw this, there's been this video that's gone around the internet for some time now, where this person has like a cup and it's full of like dark water, and then you slowly pour like clean water into it. And what happens is that the dark water starts to get pushed up to the surface to be released, okay? And it's going to be painful, and you're going to see it. It's going to be in your face, and it's like, dang, this shit is uncomfortable. Okay, so as you're sitting here, like, feeling it and you're finally expressing it, no longer like numbing yourself is what's coming through here, okay, it's going to be uncomfortable. And then finally, the more that you're addressing this, pouring the clear water in, what happens is that it finally gets cleared out. Okay, so this is what's been going on with you. So if you found this message, it's over. Like this dark night of the soul that you went through, it's done with, it's over. Okay, you felt it, you released it. Okay, so yes, this detour that you went through, it had a purpose. Okay, it had a purpose. You had to feel these things, that way you could release it and step into a new chapter with the 10-10 energy, okay? So there's a new chapter that's opening up for you, and I'm praying that this finds you, okay? I know it found you because you're watching it to this point, okay? So what's happening now is that we have this energy, we have the fight song coming through, okay? And so this song is talking about, like, you might not have a lot, you might have this one spark, this one match, but you're gonna make an explosion, okay? So don't give up. This is the checkpoint, okay? And I know you've been like, maybe you've been doom scrolling or whatever, and like you're seeing messages and like it's not really resonating because you're just like, I've heard this before, right? When's the blessing? When's the breakthrough? Baby girl, like, baby boy, like, you are the breakthrough. You are the blessing, okay? That's the message, okay? You are what you've been looking for. It's never been on the internet. It's, like, yes, there's a little glimpse here in this video, but when it comes down to it, you are the thing of magic. You, okay? And so this message coming through, you felt it, you released it, and now you have space to step into the boldness and the newness that is you, the real you. The one that is not clouded by the judgment or the illusions of your past experiences, okay? And I know you felt like you were misunderstood, but start understanding yourself and know that, yes, your emotions are valid. You're valid in feeling the way that you're feeling, okay? And so as you're releasing and purging, just be gracious with yourself. You know, go get yourself your little drinkity drink, your little snackity snack. Go get your little robe, put your little slippers on, okay? Play some Indian flute music, do what you gotta do, burn some incense, right? And take care of yourself, because this is a time of self-care, okay? So as you're releasing, you need to take care of yourself. You need to start babying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to yourself like you would a little baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, did you take a bath today? You know what I'm saying? Because especially with this dark night of the soul, that might be something that you dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need to do the little things to take care of yourself, okay? So take your little bubble bath, play some good music, make you some hot chocolate, make you some coffee, do what you gotta do, okay? Because this period that you're going through is like soft girl, soft guy era, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta go through this energy of like, it's given like Cancer kind of energy, because it's like that hard exterior, but it's like soft and mushy on the inside where you're real sensitive and shit. Okay, so there's this message coming through, like, you're being purged through this as this Phoenix, okay? So we have the highest deacon of Scorpio, the Phoenix energy coming through. And so you're going through this rebirth, right? And as you're going through this rebirth, realizing that you're a lot more capable and able, and, like, you don't have to tackle the big things right away. Okay, I think that's a big message coming through, because there's a lot of the societal standards of pressure, like, oh, you got to get this done at this age, you got to get that done, or, oh, you got to have your likes up, you got to have your follows up, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things about numbers here. And so the message coming through is like, take it one baby step at a time and do what's right for you, okay? Because in these small steps, it leads to the bigger progress, all right? So tiny steps, big progress, okay? You got to remember that. Don't let society pressure you, okay, into like big, just like, oh, I got to get it all done right now, okay? We got this one life, and as long as you're doing your best every day, small baby steps towards the goal, you're doing enough, okay? So, another message coming through. We also had the Fancy card by Reba McEntire, okay? So, this is about remembering, like, where you come from, right? And I feel like maybe that's, like I said, this reminiscing energy where you remember where you came from, remembering, like, the past hurts and pains and not feeling hurt by certain family members or, like, bullies from school, whatever it was that came up to the surface. But remember, you are fancy now. So, you've overcome that. You're not that same child anymore. You've become somebody who is admirable, is what I'm hearing here, okay? So this card coming through, here she comes, now Fancy, don't let me down. So that's the message coming through. I'm hearing your inner child say, don't let me down, okay? So you're not letting yourself down by taking a break. You're not letting yourself down by, you know, feeling these emotions, okay? You're giving your inner child a place to feel heard because they did not feel heard, okay? So just acknowledging that. Now, another message coming through with that Fancy card. Remember where you came from. Boom. You don't realize, look, people are breaking their necks to look at you now. So this is the truth of where you are right now. There's this energy coming through. Spirit saying it's like Sun, Leo vibes. You're attracting attention naturally. Okay. And I've heard this message come through in my readings before about like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Like where she's just up in her book and she's reading her book and she don't realize like the whole town is gawking at her and looking at her like, you fine, girl, okay? Like, that's the vibe. Like, you don't realize you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't realize, like, the gem that you really are. You are a gem, boo. And it doesn't matter what people think about you, but I'm just saying, like, that's the message coming through. You do got some envy coming through as well. We have the envy card, okay? So I am hearing this message come through, like, maybe this is the reason why, like, you maybe want to close yourself off or you want to hide is because you've had a lot of, like, attacks come at you either from the family or from, like, ex-frenemies and things like that. And so, like, this is the time period where you fix your crown and, like, just give people a show. Give the world a show, okay? Give yourself a show. Live as the main character, okay? So, because, like I said, you've already purged through that. And so now you're stepping to a new chapter, a new you. Who it is the vibe, okay? And so, yeah, you're going to have a payout. We have the 888 energy. You're going to have a major payout. So stay consistent. Focus on the goal. Feed the fire, okay? Stay focused. Stay centered. And don't let the mental distract you from your outcome. Because I know there is this outcome that you want for yourself. You got to stay dedicated. You got to stay consistent. Baby steps, okay? Be patient with yourself and count your progress, okay? That's a big message coming through. Count your little progress, your little wins, okay? Whether it's I got to work on time or, you know, oh, I had enough coffee to make some coffee this morning. I had a hot shower. Count your blessings. It's big. It's very essential for you, darling, okay? So yeah, you're in this energy as being the phoenix. It's uncomfortable to be the phoenix, right? So people will sit there and romanticize, oh, I'm the phoenix rising. I've gone through a rebirth, right? People romanticize that, but they don't really not a lot of people really go through this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. It could either make you or break you. And I feel like you were feeling like it was going to break you this time, okay? You really felt it. You was feeling heavy. But now the Spirit say, no, it's going to make you. This is going to make you, okay? So allow yourself to feel the feels, purge it, feel the anger, channel it is the message coming through here as well. Okay, but you don't realize, like, it's making you into this diamond, okay? The diamond's got to go under the pressure. Or it's like a clam with a little pearl, right? The pearl has to be created through friction, through irritation, okay? That was a weird hand gesture. Okay. Calm down, Nene. Okay, let's get it popping. Let's see some more about this energy. Oh, hey. Apple, risk and reward. Okay, so this is the first card coming through. This is a big message coming through of like taking a chance on yourself, okay? Biting into the forbidden fruit. That's what it is. Okay, so whenever the mental is trying to distract you and trying to suppress your fire, your power, the rebellious thing to do is to say, F that, F you, okay? Like, you got to tell that voice off is what I'm hearing. That's the most rebellious thing that you can do because you have a natural rebellious spirit is what I'm hearing here, okay? So you got to honor the fact that you are a natural rebel with a cause is what I'm hearing. We have the ancestors card coming through. So your ancestors are rooting you on right now. They want you to take a chance on yourself because this time period that we're living in is the best time period to do anything, to make your dreams a reality, okay? I'm hearing manifest destiny. Manifest your destiny is what your ancestors are saying right now. We have the spider community and web weaving coming through here. I feel like we had this energy come through in the last reading that I did, okay? So definitely your ancestors are helping to bring in the right people. You just got to take a chance. You got to take a step, okay? You got to trust that these little steps that you're taking are going to lead you to the right connections, okay? Oh, hey, come and say the underworld, literally. Where all things pause and begin again. So like I said, dark night of the soul, you had to pause so you could begin again, right? Because this time it's like you're coming back stronger. You're coming back with more wisdom from what you went through, okay? I'm hearing the wounded healer. You're the wounded healer, okay? And so I know that, like, that's the reason why you deal with maybe these mental things and, like, feeling, you know, I'm hearing like mental health issues and things like that, feeling isolated, alone, Pisces energy. I'm also getting hermit energy, okay? And so you are the wounded healer. You're meant to, even though I know it hurts, you're still meant to be the light in the darkness. You're supposed to be the light in the darkness for other people to show them that anything is possible is what's coming through here. And it is not an easy feat. It is not an easy path, okay? Not a lot of people have the courage to do this. Skull of light, what did I just say? The underworld, and then we have skull of light illumination, being the light in the dark. That's your path. That's what you're supposed to do. And even though it's like maybe you don't feel like it, like you're like, I don't think I have what it takes, you know, why me? Like, who am I to either lead people or set the tone as an example or be the light in the darkness when I myself don't feel like I'm the light, when I feel like I'm heavy in darkness, okay? That is the wounded healer. So if that's something that you struggle with, boo, that is your path. Okay? And like I said, it's not an easy path. Not a lot of people are going to go down that route. A lot of people, when they're feeling depresso espresso, they want to go isolate. I understand, boo. I feel you. I got Pisces in the 4th house. I feel you. And I'm a Scorpio I got like 5 Scorpio placements. I personally got Jupiter in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, North Node in Scorpio, and Sun in Scorpio. I got another one somewhere. What was it? I can't remember. But anyways, I feel you, boo-boo. With this underworld-ish, like, I live there, okay? I wine and dine with the devil every day, okay? I feel you. It's a mental struggle, but you got this. You're meant to be the light in the darkness for other people is the message, okay? So you have a vision. You want to bring it to fruition. Boo, there are other people out there who need your light. People need your light, boo. That's the big message coming through, okay? Yeah, look, scrying intuition. Many of you might be readers yourself, okay? This is a double whammy. You're definitely giving Bruja energy, witchy energy is the message coming through here. You're connected, you're a starseed, you're otherworldly is what you are. And you're meant to be the light in the darkness. It's just a big message that's coming through for you, okay? So let's get some tarot. Let's get popping with some tarot. All right, tell me more about this energy, Spirit. The Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness, renewal. There is a renewal happening with you right now. The spell has been lifted. Okay, that's definitely the message coming through. All right, so definitely I'm coming back to that envy card we saw earlier. Okay, there was some, yeah, 4 of Cups. Four of Cups coming through. There was this spell being cast upon you. I'm hearing from certain individuals who envied your influence, envied your power. Okay, so definitely you guys really need to be discerning on like what thoughts are yours and what thoughts are intrusive thoughts from other people. Okay, Queen, look, we got the Queen of Swords. Exactly. Discernment. Spirit's calling you to step into this season as the Queen of Swords. Maybe if you do tarot, especially because we had the intuition card coming through, scrying. If you do tarot, set up an altar and put the Queen of Swords on your altar is a message for somebody. Okay, and just look at that as a reminder to have clear thinking and to be discerning on what's yours and what somebody else's BS they try to throw at you, right? Try to impose upon you. Right? It's like I'm seeing somebody trying to cloak you with this cloak of gravity, this cloak of heaviness is what I'm hearing here. And that's not you. The truth of you is that you are the light. And you might not feel like you're the light. You might feel like, you know, you've made mistakes in your life, but that doesn't count you out. People who have gone through the darkest things in their life, maybe made some mistakes, are usually the ones that carry out the biggest purpose of God's healing. Okay, that's what's coming through here. So your pain had a purpose, your detours had a purpose, your F-ups had a purpose, okay? And they were used for the goodness of God is what I'm hearing, okay? You got to believe that, you got to trust that, okay? So definitely Four of Cups with that. Spirit saying, be very discerning on what you're taking in, okay? Your energy space. If it's not of the highest vibration, you don't want it. This is the message. Six of Pentacles. Look, Six of Pentacles. Discerning on what's worth your time, what's worth the investment is the message coming through, especially with the Queen of Swords. I feel like this season, like you're learning how to be more discerning. That's just the big message about energies because you are very much in tune. Okay, so anything else, Spirit? Anything else for the tarot? What is this? The Five of Swords. What did I just say? Okay. What about the Five of Swords, Spirit? That's other people's BS. And the Magician. Yes, don't let other people dictate your narrative, okay? You're taking the power back. You're taking the narrative back this season is what's coming through here from other people, okay? The Sword of Truth. Yes, Seven of Wands. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Y'all are blocking some evil eyes this season. You have overcome the spell work. You've overcome the shadow of death is what I'm hearing here, okay? Though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will not fear no evil, okay? That's the big message. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Just know that, yes, you have refuge. You have refuge is the big message coming through. You've built something very beautiful for yourself. Count your blessings is a big message coming through. I'm hearing the words intention. Be discerning and have intention behind everything that you do. Even if, let's say, you go wash your dishes, for example, okay? Saying a prayer as you're washing the dishes, right? Speaking life over everything that you do is what I'm hearing here, okay? So let's go ahead and get a pop with some final advice. The Spirit with final advice. Yeah, for my spiritual baddies watching today. Pleasure. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So we got the pleasure card coming through. Find some pleasure in your rest is what I'm hearing, especially if you feel like things have been slowing down, definitely with that dark night of the soul. Like you need some sweetness, you need some pleasure, okay? That's a big message coming through. Look, we have Soul Tribe. Look. Love those who love you, love those who see you, and it just feels like enjoy yourself. And whenever you shine your light in the darkness and be the light in the darkness, the others find you, okay? So you're not alone is a big message coming through. And enjoy the fruits of your labor, especially if you've worked hard and you just feel like you're constantly like work. Like, slow down. Go do you, boo. Go do what's best for you. Relax, like I said in the beginning. Alright, so that's the message I have for you, darling. I send you so much love. Until next time, you have a blessed and wonderful day. Ta-ta.